Hey, good morning, Whittler Dave.
Hey, good morning, Brian. How you doing?
All right, man. What you up to today?
Well, we're working on just a little bit of everything, finishing up things. I'm working on these pumpkins. I did these about over 10 years ago, and a lot of people say, "Well, Whittler Dave, I can't draw." Like, okay, I'm going to do something that you can do. Just simple little pumpkins.
Well, it looks like you already drew that one.
Yeah, I've drawn this one. Here's one that's done. I did these a long time ago, and I'm not the original designer of this. A guy years and years ago did his version. This is my version. And basically, just any scrap wood, no matter what size, length. I mean, look at this little guy, my carving. I don't throw nothing away. You just whoop, make you a roof. Whoop, there's your roof. You like that whoop?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Put some snow on that roof.
There you go.
It's too hot out there.
There you go. Now, you could either do a stem or you could do a chimney. It doesn't matter. We could just do a little stem. There you go. There you go. And there you go. That's your pumpkin house. And then you can do the simple. I don't normally put the eyes in, but you can, because you'll carve them out. But you can do your simple little triangles. And then you can just make you a happy face, just kind of, and you can put some teeth in. You put square teeth, pointed teeth, and that is your basic drawing. Very simple. Roof first, just a couple lines, square piece of wood. Cut this out, and you will have a little pumpkin house. Make you a little base out of scrap, and like I said, cut this out. You can either cut all the way through the teeth. If you have a scroll saw, you can cut all this out here, and it will peer through, or you can just recess them back like I did this one. And then I concave the back to lighten it up a little bit. That's what I do. And I'm just playing right now. And check that out right there. That was what we were doing the other day. Here's the Witch Kitty pumpkin. It is sewed. I'm getting ready to ship that, so I will know kind of a random basic price of what it's going to cost to ship. And Brian made the box, folks. I didn't make the box. He made the box, got it all ready, so one headache is out and everything. And then here's another one that I've designed. Tell me, which one do you like the best? Okay, I put the ghost into the hat on this one. This will be the ghost and everything. Put the hearts over here because the ghost is here. But on this one here, I carved the ghost up here and made it small. So which one do you like? You like the little ghost up here, or do you like the ghost over there? Let me know. I don't know. I want to feel it out. See what people are saying. See what people are give me your opinion. And I've got some more. I'm getting ready to do some Christmas stuff like that. Yeah, we just making these little simple little pumpkins. Sometimes I'll make them out of cedar. I like the cedar because they don't have to paint them anymore. Just random little cuts.
Looks like somebody invaded your coffee cup.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. There is the shelf sitter snowman that we were doing the other day.
Let's see, you got your fairy door over there you were working on too.
Yep. There's the fairy door. I do so much, and this is the base naturally for that right there. What that one is. I think I'm going to turn this into just a little stem. Now this one here, you don't have to. I carved like shingles into it if you don't want to. Basically how you do that is you just okay, right here. That's good enough. You just take your knife, put your stop cuts in, and how about you will raise that. See, we're cutting at an angle, and then that's going to give you your shingle look. And then you just take your Pincerulli, draw your fascia board, and then you can carve these lines in right here. We're just roughing this in real fast. Let's cut this fascia board in so you can get an idea what I'm doing. Guys, I want you to try these. Get you some scrap wood, make you up some pumpkins, get on my website at daveposton@gmail.com and send me pictures. I want to see your pumpkins. Let's see, you got your little, you got to clean them up. And you just come around here. That's good enough. Make sure you cut all sides. You see how I'm going up like in a swoop here. I'm just kind of giving it some love. And see, there you go. Don't have to be perfect. These are just fun. I'm gonna get back on that fairy door. I got to do one more thing to that piece over there on the witch kitty today to get it ready to send. And then I'm a little nervous because it's more than 2 foot. So I'm kind of nervous of what it's going to cost to send it. But I need to find out in case anybody would like to have one. Like I said, you can go on my website, shoot me an email, and I'll have a random basic price of what it will cost to send it. Yeah. Go across the front. Get the old dog leg out. Kind of chatter it up a little bit. This is sugar pine. You can use any kind of wood that you got to make these. Think like a pumpkin. We'll do the simple one. Just kind of, they don't have to be perfect, just like if you're carving a pumpkin. There you go. Regular teeth on him. Yeah. First, getting introduced into wood carving, this is a very good project for beginners. Shoot, any skill level. You can do anything with these, but if you're wanting to get into wood carving, try this. Very simple. And that's good enough. Just a simple little eye. There you go. Brian's got his air conditioning on, folks. Got that fan going.
For sure.
He's sweating to the oldies.
We're ready for some cooler weather.
We're the opposite. It's fun, folks. It's very fun. This is, like I said, if you're getting into wood carving, you want to do something really fun, try this, because this is, and then you got something for Halloween, and give it to your mom if you're doing it, or your girlfriend, or your wife, or just surprise everybody. Now, you know, I'm hurrying this. Don't hurry like this. And make sure you're wearing your glove, the safety tape. Watch me, but don't be me. Learn from things I do and be safe. And I am carving on my table saw, not carving on my legs. I think, Brian, it's been about 10 years since I've done one of these. I used to do these a lot. When I first moved to Gatlinburg, I started carving these when I was running a store in Gatlinburg. And I seen one of these, and another gentleman was doing it. I knew the guy, and you know, I thought, cool. And he goes, go for it. And I'm like, okay. So I just drawed my own and come up with this style. And another day I just thought, let's do something simple on the channel. It's almost Halloween. It's getting close to Halloween, so let's just do something simple. Make a few of these. Set them teeth in right there. So we got that line of its mouth. Just something simple. Okay, now we got to get some lines going down it. You can use a V-gouge or you can use your knife. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're comfortable at. Set this a little bit deeper. Okay, now let's just put one right here. Let's put one right here. Now you can set your depth and give it some shadow and clean up more as you're finishing up. What you can do now. Get it all cleaned up. Trade knives. see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line here to make it look like there was a, it's coming through the shingle, but to give you that look. Because right there's where your stem is. So this was too long here. So I'm just going to create a false line there like it had shingles. It's just poking through. Yada yada yada. Like I said, now you can clean up your lines. Just clean them all up. Make you a base. I don't know if you don't want to make a base, that's fine. They will stand by themselves. Literally. And then the stem. Think like a little stem. Make sure you put her on that back side. It makes it look like it goes on around. And carve some little lines in it, like it's got some. What would you call them, Brian? Them little. They got little lines. I lost, but I can't remember. They got some little lines in it. It gives them like a little stem look. I kind of lost the train of my thought, folks.
Pumpkin lines.
Pumpkin lines, yeah. Carve them pumpkin lines in there. I done forgot. Yeah, just carve the pumpkin lines. That's what we're doing. And basically, this is done. You're just going to clean up. You know, clean up all your cuts. And, I mean, grant you folks, I hurried on this one. Trying to get it done. Just set all your little lines. Make everything. You don't want it perfect. You want it to look like an old, beat up old roof and this and that. And so it makes them pumpkin lines look better. See, I'm used to carving on my legs. This is a little strange for me to carving at a table, because I've always carved on my legs. But I want to, I want people to be safe. So I thought, well, we'll just carve like this. And like I said, if you want to use a V-gouge here, mine's outside. Hang on. Well, we got, where is my bag? Hang on, folks. V-gouge. If you want to use a V-gouge, it doesn't matter. You can set your lines a little deeper. Gives you that V thing in the center. There you go. You can do them with your knife and then clean them up with a V-gouge. I just want you out there carving. That's all I want you to do. Just out there whittling and making simple stuff. You can see how that swoops down like that. That's perfect. Looks like an old pumpkin. So use your knife, use your V-gouge. Just get out there and do it. What do you think, Brian?
Looking good.
And I like to take this edge off here to look like it rounds over. It kind of goes round. And I don't like stark edges. That's my preference. That's why I carve on the back side. So I don't want to look at, I want to lose some of that rough line. And then you can take, you can say you can carve little lines in here into the shingles, you know, like it had the shingles. Just put some doodaddy lines in there, you know, and we can even use the V-gouge. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. Not there. There's one. I'll have to get a knife on that one. And come in here, and you can see that needs to be set just a little bit deeper. There's that one. Set that. Gonna rough it up just a tad. You can use your V-gouge right here in the center to separate your fascia board, like it has a 45 right there. You can tell I'm an old builder. I used to build all that stuff back when I had my construction company. Yeah. Okay, now, I like to cut on the back side to make that look like that roof just, see, to me, it just kind of like that pumpkin goes all around. You're in this cleanup stage now. Just kind of adding some lines. Little whoop-de-doos. I haven't told Brian yet, but I have found a company that sells stickers. Well, I haven't. I asked a friend of mine who gets stickers, so Brian's the smarter one of the group on that computer stuff. I'm not. I can do this. So I want to get some stickers made. Like the one I want to get whoop-de-doo and stuff like that. So we're going to work on checking that out. Brian don't know that yet. It's new to him, ain't it?
I know now.
I think this one is good enough. Pumpkin lines. Like I said, you on this back side, you can come right in here with your, you can add a little couple pumpkin lines right there, right, Brian?
Uh-huh.
Little pumpkin lines. Simple. Get out there and make. I showed you how to draw it. Start with your roof. Just draw your line, draw your line, draw your line, draw your line. Round, round. If you want a chimney or a stem, it doesn't matter. Draw your little, you don't have to draw the face right now. You can draw after you get it kind of carved in, and then draw your face. You can recess them back, or you can take, if you have a scroll saw, you can drill you a couple of little small holes. You can cut them straight through, and then it will be peered out the back. Now, I like to take, to me it's a little thick in the back. That's my preference. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of thin this down. You can see I added that roof line back here. So let's go back with the roof. See? Right there. And then I'll separate it a little bit. The same with the stem. I'll just put a little line right there. There's that. Just a little bit. Don't have to be 100% in the back, because this is not the main. But I just, for my liking, I like to do the back a little bit on these. One I did years ago was I really concaved this a lot, and on my base, it was a bigger one. I put a tea light back here, and it would shine through the front. You can change them up. Alright, so there's that. And where's the duck leg? You can use a chisel, you can use, a gouge, you can use just about anything. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You can lay a knife down flat. If you have a long blade, you can take this out. It just lightens it up. You don't have to sand it or nothing. This thing is done, Brian. Oh, we missed a spot right there. Right there, right there. Simple. The pumpkin house. This base is too big that I'll, you can stick it on the base and just get you a piece of chunk of wood. I don't know why I cut this out and it didn't work. Follow me over here, Brian.
Let's see, your Jenga pile's growing.
Oh, Lord, yes. When I start building a lot, that pile, and the vibration, it gets worse and worse. But that's like, I told you, that's my gold. That's like having a bucket of gold over there. Base. Not the one that you play. Now, see, I like to burn my bases, and I'll do that here in a minute. I use a torch and everything. I like the look. You don't have to. You can paint them. I said you don't have to put a base on them. Let me grab that torch, Brian. And my old brick. Don't burn your fingers. Gives my wife an easier place to sign it too. You can get that on Amazon. You want to know more about it? Holler at me. I'll send you the link. I had a friend of mine just bought one. Now, paint him up. Set him at an angle. You kind of oblong. There's the little pumpkin house. Simple. This one here's got the stem, and then this one here I put the chimney on it. And I don't throw nothing away. We'll do a scrap one. All these are scrap. I mean, you can tell the Jenga pile, what Brian calls, I got a lot of scrap. And I showed you how to draw one. Very simple, very easy. Get out there and just go for it. No right, no wrong. Try it. Get you any kind of wood. Make you some little pumpkin houses and everything. I appreciate everybody that has been subscribing and liking my channel. Push that notification bell. That helps out. I'll let you know when I put out a video. I thank you, and Woodward Dave will just talk to you later. You all have a blessed one.